Всем привет, с вами снова Макс, Троллялякс. Идем гулять по Нексусу. Будете медленно и вальяжно, да? Ладно.
Right. So, always keep a jump jet handy.
See how much food they've managed to get from their hydroponics farm first.
Сколько народу-то здесь у нас? Нифига себе, народу разбудили много. Все занялись своим делом. Ну, все пришли? Заходи давай.
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the Arks.
It means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one.
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead.
Неужели вы до сих пор не помылись?
Here we are.
Воссоединение с Нексусом. Новое. Найти сотрудников Нексуса. Удерживайте Y, чтобы отслеживать. Все, уже не актуально. Найдите сотрудников Нексуса. Ну, идемте. Что-то здесь как-то... Ха-ха, тут полный капздец.
Well, this can't be right.
It's like everything's on standby.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
Ну и что это такое?
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry, my code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
Окей. Текущий год.
What year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone?
Nexus.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new
То есть,
galaxy.
получается, в Нексусе собираются все колонисты и будут заселять всю галактику, да? И мы одни из них, всего лишь, одни из многих. Это как общая база, где мы будем встречаться с ними.
Not from the looks of it.
Галактика.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
Ну да. Иммиграция.
How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5? Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
Первопроходцы.
Oh boy.
Пока еще первопроходцы нифига не изучили.
That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
Ну да.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
Угу.
Plants
Фига
are
тут
still alive.
коробки понаставили. Перекрыли как будто бы проход какой-то.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
Ну да, все выглядит так, как будто бы не достроили все.
Hello?
Он здесь что-то моргает.
Maybe he's got champagne.
О, строитель.
Hi there.
Опа,
We're from
здрасте.
Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an arc?
Yeah, we just got in.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
Ага, мы думали,
What?
что вы все умерли.
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it.
О. Здрасте.
I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
Ополчением.
I'm Sarah Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an arc had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
Почему?
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first arc we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole
О,
year.
как.
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center. Everything that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station.
Скверно.
A lot of people died.
Прям как в World of
No
Warcraft.
power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Охренеть, еще вооруженное восстание здесь было.
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
No word from the other Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat Sep.
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an arc to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
Ну, здрасте, человек.
crew of the Hyperion.
Какие вы человеки, блин.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Для нас оно значит больше. Ну, давайте по-дружески начнем.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
Голодные.
This is
Бедолаги.
Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at her.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people. and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Ну да,
Now
нельзя
more than
будить
ever,
людей.
We need a pathfinder.
It now falls to
Всем
you,
нужен
Ryder.
первопроходец.
Are you up to the task?
Мой отец знал свое дело. Давайте как он
My dad
разговаривает.
knew what it meant to be Pathfinder. He wouldn't pick me if he thought I wasn't.
Your father won't be around to fix things if you fail.
That's no way to treat a guest.
Ох, ё-моё. Человек-акул.
I'm Nak Morkesh,
Или жаб.
superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Hope's in short supply here. What little we can find should have a chance.
Ma'am,
to
the
work.
Hyperion's core is now online.
Мэм,
Let me show you
то есть это
something.
типа женщина? Хвостик у нее имеется, смотрю.
An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out,
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see
Ух
me
ты.
when you have a chance.
Где наш корабль? Благодаря нашему кораблю сейчас свет загорелся, везде все заработало. Та-дам! Выберите задание, нажмите пробел, чтобы отслеживать задание, появится на вашем компасе. Самые важные задания можно найти во вкладке «Приоритетные». Соединение с Нексусом. Но у нас одна пока что, да, только задача. А, вот еще дополнительные появились. Освоиться на Нексусе. Поговорить со всякими уродами. Окей. Так и сделаем. Так, какие-то технологии, бла-бла-бла. Я, кстати, до сих пор еще так и не прокачал нашего персонажа. Не посмотрел даже, как и что сделать с ним. Ну ладно. Так. Ну, прям со всеми подряд общаться пока что... Ой, фу, ты кто? Пока не охота. Японом. Как тебя посмотреть-то? Воу. Ты из какого фильма? «Маска»? Джим Керри, это ты?
Hello, console. You and I are going to be very good friends. We'll get you all fixed up and ready to go in no time. As soon as we hook you up to all that juicy power.
Это он разговаривает с консолью? Ха-ха, прикольно. Привет.
It's good to have you here. But what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
Какая она вредная тетка, ничего себе. Так, журнал заданий. Открываем. Где у нас дополнительные задания? Освоиться. Включить отслеживание. Поговорить со всеми, потрындеть. С Эдисон. Тоже с ней надо? Давай.
All right, what happened?
to who?
Как вы понимаете, в этом видео мы будем трындеть со всеми.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
Важно только то, что его больше нет.
I don't want to get into it. Things went wrong. And now I'm the one you have to deal with.
Alec Ryder wouldn't accept that kind of ultimatum. Damned if I will. We'd never have left home if we... Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Ты заколебала, овца. Сейчас сама пойдешь по планетам. Скотина.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria.
Okay.
Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Так, дальше. Неудачи с аванпостами.
You've had no colony successes in over a year? How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
Короче, надо будет высаживаться на планеты, истреблять врагов и делать все возможное, чтобы там могли жить колонисты. Чтобы они там добывали ресурсы и так далее, и тому подобное. Вот. Тогда можно будет, наверное, будить колонистов, бла-бла-бла, развиваться. Ого-го, большая работенка будет. Отношения с моим отцом. Ну-ка.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends, or...?
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a Pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
Короче, вы с ним разочек трахнулись и все, да? Окей, понятно.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Понятно. Короче, из-за власти она такая овца. Потому что она, блин, занимала высокий пост. Здесь она должна была стать еще круче, вообще самая центровая, да? А в итоге ни одного поселения, ни хрена ничего нету, и она начальница сама себе. Вот так.
There's also this strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Коза! Тебе сейчас в жопу засунуть будет длинную палку раскаленную, блин. Тварь такая. Фу, извините. Прям бесит овца, блин. Ну, ладно. Ожидаемо было, что здесь не все встретят нас с распростертыми объятиями и скажут: «А, вы к нам прилетели! Ура!»
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Теперь вы мне доверяете?
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're
Get the-
obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here.
EOS.
EOS.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Ну что ж, он вроде как с нами не играет, он совершенно честен, да, мне кажется. Вы первопроходец, на вас как бы поставил ваш отец, да, я сделаю ставку тоже. Давайте посмотрим, чем это закончится. Давайте.
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for EOS will be in the computer.
А, то есть у меня будет свой корабль, то есть я уже не буду летать на такой огромной дуре.
I was wondering about that.
На Гиперионе.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
Oh, как?
No, I'm fine.
Так, дальше. Следующий. С кем мы будем трындеть? Ты кто вообще? Какая раса? Хоть бы тебя просканировать как-то. А хрен. Так, подожди, Сэм. О, сохранить игру наконец-то можно. Надо же. Журнал. Союзники и отношения. У-у-у. Ладно, к этому мы еще придем. Дополнительные задачи. Мы еще не закончили вот с этим. Потрындеть с ними. С учеными потрындеть. Еще с кем-то. Бла-бла-бла. Директор Тан. А, мы с ним еще не поговорили толком, да.
You have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Что с ними случилось?
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Да, ну-ка, роль Танна.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
Как и у меня такая же ситуация, да?
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
Ну да. Так. Инициатива Андромеда.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Ой. Разные расы на Нексусе.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arcs. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Угу. Что за неприязнь к Кроганам? Кто ты такие?
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated.
Нормально.
My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Ну да. Перспективность планеты
What do I need to
Эос, наверное,
consider
да,
in
про
making
неё?
a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
А что за передовые станции?
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Так, ясненько. Проблемы Нексуса какие,
Sounds like the
помимо
Nexus
жрачки?
has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Короче, ее застрелили, да?
We came across alien technology on Habitat 7. Seemed to affect the weather. Your people know anything about that?
There have been reports. Failed scouting missions have mentioned advanced structures of unknown design. Whatever they are, they defy explanation. But with our resources stretched so tight, no one has had a chance to study them. And what if the answer was bad for morale? Suppose these things turn people into food. All we know is the cat are interested in them. I'd rather not stir things up.
Разберемся.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave. But before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Понятно. Ну, наконец-то мы с тобой закончили трепаться.
I'm happy to help.
Я уже и сам устал от этого. Да, блин, устал от этого.
Good luck.
Ой, слава богу, закончили. Так, пойдемте дальше. Поговорим с кем-нибудь еще. Воу. У тебя какое-то задание.
Hey,
здорово, чувак.
You okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Тебя током долбануло,
Stuff
что ли?
exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Вы об этом
Did you
докладывали?
talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, that's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Да, давай, что
Sure
возьмем
thing.
задание.
What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Окей. Надо будет просто сканировать, да, эту хрень как-то? Ну ладно, увижу, просканирую. Так. Ну что ж, пойдемте сюда. Поговорим еще с кем-то здесь. Контейнер какой-то. Взять все, в том числе деньги там. Блок данных. Отлично. Так, тут это мадам, которая на моей стороне была.
We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to fix it. That's all.
Давай потрындим.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Genofuck. Что это такое?
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with a genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
О, как.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show a mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Give the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Ну да.
No
Интересно.
wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My
Да,
people need
согласен.
that more
Давайте
than most.
начнем все сначала. Так, хорошо. Проблемы на Нексусе. Что ты
What
мне
sort of
расскажешь?
problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up.
Хороший
There's
ответ.
arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
Ясно.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Короче, всем нужны ресурсы и разные материалы.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative.
А, ну да,
I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Господи, я... Уж лучше планетами заниматься, чем вот этим вот всем трепом и все это выяснять, кто, чем, чего, куда.
What kind of work do you do as
Наберитесь
superintendent?
терпения.
I
Меня
was
тоже
part
это
of the team
начинает
that
напрягать
originally
очень.
designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Все,
Nothing more for
ладненько.
now.
See you later.
Пока.
That's an entire sector showing green.
Фух. Так, ну что ж, для тех, кто еще не сильно устал, мы продолжим и закончим эту серию трепом еще с 2 людьми, с учеными и Кандерсом, да? Вот. А те, кто от этого устал, я предлагаю вам, если вам это не интересно, собственно, закончить эту серию, включить следующую, посмотреть. Ну, а мы пока потрендим дальше. О, информационная стена. Не, еще раз эту фигню я смотреть не хочу. О, может тут комп что-нибудь интересное скажет нам, нет? Нет. Я просто хочу все в одну эту закончить. В одной серии. Так, блок данных. Какая-то фигня. Так. Марета. Давай, задание.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
За какое преступление?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would.
Что-то стырил?
They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nexus. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Окей, поговорим, а там посмотрим, что как будет. Доп-квесты надо брать, надо брать. Если даже я их снимать на видео не буду, я их так сделаю, прокачаемся, что. Хорошо, передам, что ты его любишь поговорить с охраной тюрьмы. Первый убийца. Так. Задание для ударных отрядов.
Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization to participate.
Во как. Еще какие-то ударные отряды, здесь что-то какая-то фигня. Так, ну собственно Кендрос это... как? Вояка местный, да? Вроде тут ничего такого нету. О, даже здесь, смотрите, банкоматы стоят.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads.
Ты нас
When we
встретил,
need
да,
the
по-моему?
best, I have Apex. Combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Отправляться с какой целью?
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts, holding key positions, or just distracting the kit. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Вот так вот. То есть я могу еще отправлять ударные отряды для завоевания или для защиты, да, ванпостов. О как. Давай потрендим.
The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrion Ark.
What's the word on the Tyrion Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Хотя бы просто поговорить. Ну давай, благополучие турианцев.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Помощь ополчения.
It's rough out there. I might need backup if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. But that isn't news to you, right?
Твоя роль какая?
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Прибытие в Андромеду.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Слушайте, так, может быть, он со временем сможет стать частью нашей команды. Я так понимаю, мне придется набирать команду людей. И судя по тому, как мы бегали в начале, стреляли и все такое на планете, да? Там было 4 ячейки для персонажей, по-моему. Из них только 2 было занято моими вот этими 2 ребятами. Так что команда со мной будет какая-то бегать.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Согласен.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Ну, с тобой было приятно пообщаться. Хорошо. Так, теперь нас интересуют ученые. Сейчас тут что-то еще есть интересное. А тут вообще что? Ой, там еще несколько уровней. No. Что здесь? Продавец оружия. Торговать. Сержант Экер. А это что за товарищ? Я так понимаю, это как раз этот самый, да? Сидит в тюрьме.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilkan, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Твоя жена говорит, что ты не виноват.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
То есть это было неумышленно? Так, мошка, зараза.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Улики покажут.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Ладненько. Этим заданием мы займемся потом. Пойдемте с учеными поговорим. Профессор Герик. Стой, не уходи. О, еще один такой же.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick. My colleagues and I will work with your SAM and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Угу. А могу я присоединиться?
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop or lab, you know.
You are always welcome. Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Ну, отлично, отлично.
Pathfinder,
Что интересного
those
вы можете мне
bioscans
сказать?
are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Да,
What
давай.
conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Интересует, конечно. Чё нет? Шеф Люкан.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Угу. Хотите поворочить камни ради науки? Да.
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Давай, попробую что-то испытать.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Еще
Anything I
всех
can help
проблемы, блин.
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They hadn't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Не теряй надежду.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
У тебя там кто-то родной, что ли, есть? Консоль поломанная. Последнее предложение. Так, посмотрим, ТТТ, скопление бросил на неожиданный. Так, также защитить. Включить. Бета-версия. Улучшено распознавание чего-то там, бла-бла-бла. У вас тут все поломано, ребята. Слушайте, тут сканить нечего вообще. Сканировать минералы. Камни для науки. Их сканировать где-то здесь или на планете? Как интересно. Ну что ж, на этом серию заканчиваем. Продолжим в следующей серии. И я думаю, там мы уже с вами займемся делом. Полетим на планету Эос. Это будет поинтереснее. Спасибо за терпение. Нужно было сделать такую серию, где нужно было со всеми потрындеть. Теперь я тоже пойду переваривать все под пивко. Потому что, ну, это капздец какой-то. Если ты не играл раньше в Mass Effect, то ты, наверное, нифига вот это вот ничего не понимаешь. Кто есть кто, какие-то расы разные, кто чем дышит, кто с кем воюет, блин, зачем, почему. Увидимся.